welcome back. It's me, Jenna. This video is shocking to me. So, okay. Any of you guys who have followed me in Karen's group, doodling, creating, planning, crafting? Creating. I think it's creating. Or on my Instagram at Jenna Mazer, know that I participated in Inktober this year. What you might not know is that this was my second year participating. So the first year was obviously 2018. I had just gotten my first tablet with a pencil. I believe I had the 9.7 at the time. I had no clue how to draw. I believe I bought Procreate for this. Maybe. Yeah, I think I did. I think I bought Procreate for this challenge because, you hear it's the best. It's the drawing app. It's the standard, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. I have done stuff like stick figure animations before, stick figure comics before. I will not say that I was a good artist. I still don't call myself an artist. I kind of have taken on the moniker of anti-artist because what I do know, I have not learned in a conventional way. So, and I know, Amber, I see you. You're going to give me crap for that, but deal with it. So anyways, I thought it would be fun and a little hopefully motivating for somebody if I came on here and kind of did a comparison of my 2018 Inktober journal versus my 2019 Inktober journal. Here we have the covers for 2018 and 2019. On the first page, I have the calendar for each with just a little snippet of what was drawn. And I kept the prompt list here at the bottom also. I did want to show this page because even just looking right here, you can see where before I didn't know shit. I was just kind of sketching with the technical pencil. I believe that's supposed to be, for what I use it for now, is for outlining, like rough sketching before you do your line art. Yeah, last year I didn't do that. I just used that pencil to draw. So yeah, there's a few things in here that are kind of funny. So, all right. So here's day one of each. Now, this year I did myself a solid and wrote the name of the prompt on the page. I didn't do that last year, which I should have, but I know that this one was poison. So you can see I didn't draw in the lines. I didn't know about fill layers, but I think I did that on purpose to make it look kind of like a rough sketch. And then this year's, I'm not entirely happy with it, but it was only day one, so it's okay. Looking at this is funny to me. Remember this page on the left, because that's going to come up later, and I didn't realize that. So, okay, day 3. I was so happy with this year's 3. That box, man, that was hard to draw, but I love how it came out. I think this is a snake on the left. I don't know what the rest of that is. Maybe fiery shadow? Now, this one on the left, I can look at this and say, hey, even back then, even if I couldn't execute it well, I had a style. Because you will see this type of creature a lot in my current body of work. Yeah, this eye on the right was the first time I drew an eye and went, holy crap, that looks real. I was and am so proud of this one. This eye is actually now featured on my cover art for my YouTube channel. And there we have a bird. It looks like he broke his toes. That's sad. Poor little birdie. I don't know what I was doing on this one, but I like the patterns. I like the texture. I'm okay with the colors. This dude on the right, I just love him. He's so chunk. I don't know what that is on the left. Okay. I still don't know what that is, but I remember doing this because I was. This was not long after I believe the update came out that let you do the symmetrical drawing, and that's how I did this. Was I turned on the symmetry and let it draw it for me. And I just love this dude here on the right again. And there's symmetrical drawing part 2. I don't know about that. Oh, here. When I told you to keep in mind that other one, you can see I did the brain waves here in this year's too, and I didn't realize that until just now going through it. That's pretty cool. Oh, this was my interpretation of that amulet that Jareth wore in the labyrinth. It's an attempt. Yep. Oh, he's a whale. Okay. I didn't color in the lines again. Learning that fill tool was really a game changer. I'm just going to say it. Uh-huh. This one on the right, I mean, it looks okay, but I was not happy with it at the time just because it just felt very plain compared to what I had been drawing. But I learned a lot from this drawing because trying to get that loop, that ring, the silver ring around the top of the urn to look metallic, I had to learn a new technique to get that to happen, and I still use that technique now, so I totally call this drawing a win. Okay, a janky backwards clock. Oh, look! Okay. This guy on the right, this is my favorite piece from the entire month. I drew the prompt obviously was a legend. I my first thought was like legendary, you know, like a king or a knight or something. And I was like, well, that's a little too first thing that comes to your mind. You know, I wanted to go a little more outside of the box. So I went with an urban legend, which was these creatures in Canada that are said to come out and take hitchhikers. So I was like, okay, let me draw my take on those little creatures. So that's what he is. This is an urban legend. But this guy on the left, I say again, even though the drawing is really crude and underdeveloped, it's still in a style that I look at this and go, I should redraw that. Oh, there's symmetry again. That was a popular thing, apparently. Okay, it's got chicken feet. I guess I wasn't good at drawing feet. Okay. I didn't really have a color palette back then either, did I? This one looks like more symmetry. I think I did that because it felt like it was a more cohesive piece than I was capable of at the time. Again, I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be, but and this dude on the right, okay, so go with me on this one. The prompt was sling. And I was like, well, a dude with his arm in a sling or like a slingshot. And then I was like, but everybody's going to be doing that. And so I was like, what about sling and dope? So that's what he's doing. He's slinging dope. Just go with me on that. I know you see it. Oh, man. Okay, here. This is more like this girl here on the left reminds me of this girl. So it's kind of the same, which is really cool. This, by the way, full disclaimer, I haven't done this yet. I was like, oh, I want to make a video on this. I made sure I had them both uploaded, but I haven't done this. I haven't compared them side to side. So this is all new for me too. But I see the comparison here, and that is really cool. And I want to screenshot this and post this on Instagram. So I probably will. Where am I at? Sling and dope. Okay. Okay, here we are. So, tread, that was a hard one. I wanted to do, like, full disclosure, I wanted to do someone, like, seeing the bottom of their shoe, like, getting ready to squish a creature. But full full honesty here, I could not draw that. I tried so many different times, but I couldn't, like, it's a perspective thing. I wanted, like, the shoe, the little creature here, and then the shoe, and then to see the leg coming up, but I couldn't get it. My skill set's not quite there. So I was like, well, what's another option that I could do? And then I came up with this one. Whoa. Okay, I see you. Uh-huh. All right. Still with the creepy, elongated face. This little treasure dude. Okay. In the interest of being honest, the wood grain, I did not draw that. That is a brush in Procreate. I don't think I could have drawn that. At least not that well. But yeah. So I love this guy and his little head, and he's all furry. Yeah. All right. I think this is supposed to be a shield. Like, the old, like, tribal Hawaiian type shields. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it is. Oh, look at that. Ghosts. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. But the guy on the right is, if you guys watched my Where I Get My Inspiration video, this was a direct photo of my interpretation of a tree in a forest at the Landscape Arboretum that looked really creepy when I was walking back to my car by myself at 7 o'clock at night. Oh, we got an axe. Okay. This one on the right, the dizzy one, I didn't come up with this idea. I'm going to be totally transparent with that. I saw something similar. I think it was on Pinterest. Was it I think it was on Pinterest. And I was like, oh, somebody had done it, photography, had done it with a photograph. And I was like, oh, that is, like, just looking at it, and I'm like, ugh. So that was what I wanted to do for Dizzy. So I kind of recreated it with a drawing from a photograph that I saw on Pinterest. Oh, we got a cactus I think it's supposed to be a pot, but looking at it now, it kind of looks like an ice cream cone. So we'll call it an ice cream cactus. And then this one on the right, I didn't look ahead at the prompts. I did these all in order. I did not skip around. And I wish I would have saved this for, I want to say it was one of the last days the prompt was ripe. And I was like, when I got to that one, I was like, crap, because I would have drawn something like this for that. Oh, this one. Okay. I remember drawing this one on the left. I had gone to the store and I bought one of those. Oh, it's in the living room. One of those wooden drawing figures. The kind, it's like the little mannequin dudes that you can pose. And me and my son were watching The Lord of the Rings. And I had let him pose the dude. And he posed him like this and sat him on the dresser. And we were both snuggled down in bed watching The Lord of the Rings, trying to draw figure sketches. And that's what I came up with. Oh, there's another ghost. So for the coat one, I'm pretty consistent. I modeled it somewhat after Castiel's trench coat. I did give it like the double-breasted kind of look and the belt. Castiel's belt is always just hanging, but I was like, well, if I do that, it's going to look weird. So yeah, it's not Castiel's coat, but it's modeled after Castiel's coat. Oh, here's another model of the dude. I don't know if he's smoking or if he's sucking in souls. I honestly don't remember. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on the left here, but the one on the right, I remember being really happy with the eyes. I liked the nose, but I just could not get the mouth how I wanted. And it was so frustrating that by the time I finally settled on what I got, it was like late at night. I was like, screw this, I'm not drawing this body. And then I just gave it like a handle, like he's holding a head. Yep. I really tried here, didn't I? I'm going to assume that the prompt was Jolt. And that's what I came up with. Go me. So this one on the right, the prompt was Catch, and that's why it's got that ass though. See, it's got the curve and the booty, and then the pop in the booty. Just go with me on this. We've got, there's Ripe. It was the last one. So this is supposed to be my take on one of those freaky fruits, the pink, I want to say it's pink and like lime green fruits. I don't remember what it's called. It's not a dragon fruit, but maybe it was a dragon fruit. I think maybe it was a dragon fruit. I don't know. Anyway, or a star fruit. It was something like that. It was a weird ass fruit. And this was my take on one of those. And then I don't know what this knife thing is on the side here. So, yeah. So there you go, guys. That is my comparison of 2018 and 2019 Inktobers. I am straight shocked at the amount of skill, I guess, that I have managed to gain over the course of the year. I've said this before and I will take it to the grave. Karen, if you're watching this, I totally give credit to you for helping me find my desire again to want to learn to do this. I've always been a creative person, like always, but feeling that I couldn't express myself with this medium, I always turned to photography because I can create a scene, I can shoot a scene, I can edit how I want to, I can model lighting, I can do all that and I can do it very well, but I never thought ever that I would be able to create something like this. I'm not limited to what a model can do, and I'm not limited to what light I have available. I am limited only by the skills that I have, and the way that I learned something, even back then, was when I hit a roadblock, I find a way around it. When I hit the next roadblock, I find a way around it. Next year, guys, I want to draw that foot. I might have to do it as an extra, unless I can fit it into the prompts. But I want to draw that perspective of that shoe coming down because that was the roadblock, the major roadblock that I hit this year. So I want to work on perspective some this year and see what I can do for next year. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to everyone who has offered me support in this and who has given me words of encouragement, who has given me credit, who has been... You guys, you blow me away. You really, really do. I appreciate you so much. I know that a lot of my art is a little macabre. It's a little creepy, but I draw what I feel. I draw what to me is beauty, because I find in most things that you can't have one extreme without the other. So I look for the innocence in the deranged, or the beauty in the gross, or the light in the darkness, the darkness and the light. And that's what I try to put across in my artwork. Don't come for me, Amber. So yeah, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for your support. I appreciate it so much, and your encouragement means everything to me. So here we go. Gonna put in the work for another year and see what we can do in 2020. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.